Hello, this is Janet, live video. Some of you thought it's late, but I'm here. I know I'm running late a little bit, but I hope some of you find me. If you don't find me today, you'll find me tomorrow morning, you'll find me next week. Some of you will find me 1 month from now. Some of you will find me 2 years from now. This video will still be here for you, okay? All right. Thank you so much, my friends, for coming. Today is when? It's a Sunday. If you watched yesterday's video, I said I'll be back, and I'm back. I always say if I tell you I'm coming back, Jose. Okay, all of you watching, Faith, Sela. All right, thank you so much for coming. It's already 25 people watching. I'm happy to see you. And how are you? I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I hope you had a good weekend. You're getting ready for a new week. Good things to come. All right. Today I picked a topic. I hope you can tag your friends. I hope you can call your friends. I hope you can share with your parents. This is a topic many parents will love, by the way. Okay, Vivian, thank you so much. This topic, medicine. Today, medicine. Okay, we've talked about nursing. We've talked about other things, CNAs. Okay, some of us, we talked about group homes. People are not happy. Some people are not happy with Janet, but for the most part, people loved it. People like Janet, you hit the nail on the head. So I'm here, guys, to present, okay? Medicine in America. Today, this is the topic. Medicine. For those who've been dreaming about doing medicine, this is your video. If you're a parent, you want a child to be doing medicine, this is your video. Janet is here to tell you what happens across the oceans. Period. That's all. That's all. And some of you will ask, Janet, you did nursing. Why are you talking about medicine? I know. You can say that. But let me tell you some of the reasons why I can talk about this. First of all, thank you so much. I see all of you, Beatrice and everyone else. First of all, let me tell you, all my professional career, since I was 19 years old, I've done nursing. Guess who has worked alongside with me? Doctors. So I've always worked with doctors and surgeons. That's just number one. By virtue of relationships, I know them. I know what they did, okay? Secondly, I'll be honest with you, when I came here, and I like telling you my stories, okay? I did my master's program. I was a nurse practitioner, and then I went to my first job. And I realized what I was doing was exactly the same thing as the doctor. What was the difference? The money. I said, Janet, really? I mean, you're doing the same thing and you're earning less. And instead of me complaining, I hope you learn from Janet. Me, I don't complain. I just do. If anything is within my control, I change the situation. So me, Janet, I went and found out what I need to do to become a doctor in the United States. Janet, I went, I did chemistry, I did biology, I sat for the big exam called MCAT. Doctors watching, you know, I sat for the MCAT just like you. I did this MCAT. I'm not lying to you. And I didn't perform very well, but it's normal in the United States. Most doctors do the exam twice, 3 times just to improve their scores and increase their chances of being admitted. So I didn't do so well. So when I started doing my first application, I started writing this statement of purpose, because most universities of medicine, they want you to write a statement of purpose, why you want to become a doctor. And then I started writing, nothing was making sense. I tried to say, I want to help patients. And then I'm like, but you're helping patients. I want to do, and everything. I tried to come up with all these reasons. And it turned out I was already helping patients as a nurse. So there was no excuse. And then I had to start. I'm like, do I make up this? That is when something rang in me. And I asked myself, Janet, be honest with yourself. Why do you want to go and do medicine? Is it because of the money? And then I did the math. And I looked at the money I'm getting already. And the kind of student loans I have were not plenty. And I decided to myself, Janet, I don't think you're doing medicine for the right thing. You are just doing it because you want more money. And secondly, because you want prestige. You want that title for people to call you doctor. Once I came to that conclusion, and I looked, going back to school for 8 more years, coming out to do the same thing and earning a difference of about $50,000 just for the name, I came to a personal conclusion that this was not going to be the best for me. Okay, so you understand, when I'm talking about these things, I clearly know what I'm talking about. I've been there. I've tried those things. So I can share with you my experience and tell you. And that time when I was applying, actually, they wanted minority doctors. I had a very high chance of getting admission because they wanted black doctors. They want to diversify the medical field, okay? So if you're listening to me, that is what happens. Anyway, I came to that conclusion and I say, Janet, why did God create you? God created you probably to make a difference. And you can still make a difference, not just by seeing patients in the clinic, but probably you have another calling where you can help people even on a bigger audience. And that's when I started thinking about even writing books and doing other bigger things. You understand, my friends? So, why I went to that big story, and I hope it helps someone out there struggling with decisions. This was my thought process, okay? All right, so now we understand why I'm talking about medicine is to share with you who is listening and you want to become a doctor, okay, or your parents or someone. I know this is a big deal in some of these communities. Some people believe that their kids have to do medicine to show success. So let's talk about medicine. Let's talk about it. Let me first of all tell you, okay, all right, I hope someone, is my voice clear? Okay, let me first define what it takes to become a doctor in the United States, okay? This is what they do. This is what they do. After high school here, okay, they can choose to go to a community college and take pre-med courses and transfer them to a 4-year school and do pre-medicine for 4 years, okay? Another option is they can just go straight to university and do pre-medicine and declare biology as a major and declare chemistry as a major, okay? That is the most common way. Most doctors here, if you ask them, they probably did chemistry or biology or microbiology or biochemistry as their first major. Do you understand? That is it. But generally speaking, for you to go to medical school, this is what happens. They don't care your first degree. This is something I'll have to stress. This is something I'll have to stress. They don't care. You can have a first degree in linguistics. You can have a first degree in drama. You can have a first degree in engineering. You can have a first degree in law. You can have a first degree in English. You can have a first degree in agriculture. I don't care what you did. They need a first degree to demonstrate that you have the ability to go through the rigorous process that will be required to do in medical school. So you are joining medicine at a mature level. It's not like high school. I mean, back home where you come from, high school, boom, you're in medicine. That's not how it works in America. They give you time first to determine if you're able, if this is what you want, okay? All right, now after they finish that first degree, okay, at the end of the day, before you join medical school, you will have to demonstrate that you finished your requirements to join medicine. Thank you for your love, everyone. Thank you so much. You have to demonstrate that you've met the requirements. What are these first requirements? First degree in anything. Most doctors, biology, chemistry, physics, microbiology, biochemistry. Is it a must? No. First degree could be physiology, sociology, engineering, law. It doesn't matter. Secondly, they will look at the courses you took. You have to have those prerequisites for medicine, which you can check out in any university. But most of the time, they're wanting you to have done biochemistry. They're wanting you to have done chemistry with lab. They're wanting you to have done biology with lab. They want you to have done maybe physics with lab. They want you to have done psychology. They want you to have done physiology. Do you understand? Those are called general requirements. So whether you did law and then you went to a community college and you did prerequisites for medicine, that is up to you. That is all they need. And they have to be a good grade. And some of you, I tell you, it doesn't matter what you scored at home. You can come and do it. But this time, when you have a second chance, you have to demonstrate. So this time when you are in that community college, you make sure you are getting A's. When you are doing this chemistry, when you are doing this physics, when you are doing this biochemistry, you want at the very least B. But most of them, they want you to be getting A so you can have a good GPA. Once you have all those requirements, you have your first degree, you have the prerequisites for medicine, you sit down and you read for an exam called MCAT. They have preparation materials. You have a preview. You understand? It's not like you're just going to walk to this exam with what you read in college and you pass. Okay? They have books. They have programs. Some of them are very expensive, by the way. You have to buy them. And you read for this college exam, medical exam called MCAT. I did that, I know. You read chemistry, biology, and for your information these days, MCAT has changed. Those days, MCAT used to be full of math, physics, chemistry, biology. These days, they just cut in half. They've realized medicine is full of social issues. Medicine is full of psychological issues. They are looking into, underserved populations. So half of the exam is sociology. Half of the exam is physiology, They are giving it equal weight, just like they give physics. In fact, you can walk in that exam and only have 2 physics questions. They put emphasis on organic chemistry, general chemistry. They have biology in there, which you would have done in the university or community college, regardless of what you scored in high school. You come here, you start all over again. You understand, my friends? After you have your first degree, and then you have the MCAT. MCAT, the way they score that, they use percentiles. They don't go with A, B, C, D. They say, okay, among the people who sat for this exam, 90% scored that. That will be the highest score. So maybe the school is looking if you fall between the 40th percentile and the 75th or 90. You understand? So if you're a minority student, probably, and by the way, you have to be competitive regardless of who you are. You have to perform well. But some schools will give you consideration if you fall between 50th or 30th percentile. That means 70% of the people performed better than you. So these schools are very flexible. They will look at other factors. You might be weak here, but you have other strengths. You understand? And that comes down to writing a very good statement of purpose. You write why you want to be a doctor. If you go there saying, I want to help people, the way I did in my mind, everyone can go there and say that. But if you have a personal story, when I was 2 years old, I fell in hot water. It burnt my whole arm. And since then, I remember going to the hospital. I remember seeing that doctor and the nurses. And I say, one day, I just want to be like them. That is a personal story, Maybe your mom, you lost your mother through cancer. And you saw how much she struggled, Or maybe you went to the hospital and gave birth to a child. And you know what it took for you to get those services. Those are the personal stories you write in your personal statement. Don't go saying, I want to help people. Well, even me, I can just go there and say, I want to help people. You have to have a reason that is compelling you. Because medicine is a calling. Some of these people, sometimes if you come out thinking it's money, you will be disappointed. Because at the end of the day, they have heavy student loans. Do you understand, my friends? So you have to go there really understanding why you are getting into there. So if I summarize a bit, I've gone too fast. If you're coming in, these are the steps. You go do a first degree in something, and you can even start with community college to save some money. Once you have a first degree, you make sure you have all the prerequisites required from the university, and then you do something called an MCAT, and then you prepare a personal statement, And before I forget, there's another important aspect. They want you to have done some things. There are some nurses who go into medicine after first degree. So if you've done that, usually that's a plus. Let's say you went and did CNA. Some of you have talked about certified nurse assistants. You've gone to the hospital, you've gone to the nursing home, you've fed patients, you've cleaned patients, you've changed wounds, you've done CPR, you've worked with EMS, ambulance services. You've been there, so you know what medicine is. You know what you are going into. That is usually a plus. If you have some sort of experience to show that you've worked alongside doctors and nurses, and now, when you go there, they understand that this is something you're ready to get into. You just don't come out from a very clean street somewhere and think you'll handle medicine. When you go there, you might be disappointed the first week. So they are very strict when they are looking at you. They are looking at the whole picture. You might have lower grades, but you know what? You have had this experience in the hospital. They can see your story is coming out powerful. So it's very flexible the way they admit students. Now, after you have all those, your first degree, your MCAT, your general requirements, and some experience in the medical field, this is the time you're ready to apply for medical school. And when you apply for medical school, it's so competitive, so you are not going to apply to one school. Most of them, I think, apply to 10, 20 schools. I'm just telling you how it happens. They apply to 10, 20 schools, many schools in general. As much as you can, you apply east, west, north, south. That's how you do it. And give it a chance and see who will admit you. That is how medicine happens. The whole world comes here. They want their children to be doctors. If you ask me, probably, I don't know why. There are many things you can do to do well in life. But I'm telling you the reality. Most communities, especially immigrant communities, they stress education. And for them to feel like their kids are successful for some reason, Okay, this I've learned the hard way. Okay, I'm not going to be that type of a parent now that I'm in America. I know there are many things to show that kids can succeed. But most immigrant parents, they want to show that their kids went for engineering, they went for medicine, they went for law. So we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it because, well, if that's what you want, that's what you want. You understand? Okay. Now, after you apply to these 20, 30 schools, we don't know who will admit you, who will deny you. Be ready. Be ready for tears. Okay? Be ready for tears. Be ready for regrets. Usually, if you see a small white envelope, I'll tell you a secret in America, generally speaking. If you apply to any schools and you get a white envelope, usually that's not good news. It means thank you so much for your investment, for your time, for your consideration in our school, in this program. We loved your application, but we are sorry there are more experienced candidates than you, okay? Maybe you can try next time, okay? That's period, okay? White small envelope. But if there's good news, usually it's big and yellow, okay? It means you will be, congratulations, that's page 1. You will be admitted, page 2. This is what you will need to do when you go to the registrar. Page 3, this is what you do to get rooms. Page 4, you understand, my friend? So they give you more detailed information. That means you've been admitted to the School of Medicine. I'm just giving you some of those tips, okay? Once they admit you, my friends, you're going to use student loans because medicine is going to be a full-time profession. Okay, so hopefully the first degree you struggle here and there, some of it student loans, some of it you worked as you go to school to lessen the amount of money you will use in medical school. Okay, after that these doctors go there for 4 years. Okay, during those 4 years they are just doing general medicine, all of them. General medicine, they are doing general. I see because they come to my place of work, they do internship there. So I get to meet these students. So nothing I'm telling you is new. Okay, if you're a doctor here, contribute. If Janet is not saying anything that is true, that is your profession. Feel free, go down here, contribute. Okay, all right. After they reach their 3rd year, around 4th year. Janet is saying this because no one else is volunteering to give this information. So I'm a blogger, okay? I do my research, okay? I have my opinions and I quote and I share my experience, okay? All right. So once you reach 3rd year as a medical student, now they start thinking of specialties. They are just thinking. I want to do ophthalmology. I want to do ENT, which has to do with ear, nose, and throat. I want to be GI, gastrointestinal doctor. I want to be a cardiac doctor. I want to be orthopedic for the bones. I want to be a dermatologist. Okay? All those professions, now you're starting to think. I want to be a neurologist. You understand? By 4th year, these people have decided what they want. Now they start applying for residency programs. Residency is another competitive world again. Now, again, they're going to apply to 10, 20 schools again. Medical residencies around the country, okay? Most of the time, these are university hospitals. The universities are attached to a hospital, okay? And it admits just a number of students each year. So they apply. So you apply. I want to go dermatology to Chicago. I want to go ophthalmology in New York, okay? They are preparing for another 4 years. Usually for now, most people are being encouraged to go to primary care, okay, or pediatrics, because there are not many doctors and sometimes psychiatry, which is becoming more competitive. You understand? Now, those ones, people don't go into that more because, I don't know, don't quote me, okay? They say that is the least paying profession. Because if someone decides to go in orthopedic surgery or maxillofacial surgery or what can I think about, or plastic surgery, okay, and they're going to blow 400,000, almost $500,000 a year, and you are telling me to go get 180,000, which is close to being a nurse practitioner. I don't know if we're going to agree. You understand, my friends? Okay. I'm just giving you tips. I'm not saying these are facts, but these are things that go around. This is what they talk about. When I talk with them, this is what they are saying. Around 4th year, 5th year, now they've decided they are ready to apply to these many programs around the country. Now they have something called matching. There's a day they just sit there waiting to know if they've matched to a program, okay? They sit there waiting because the results will come out and they will know whether they chose. I think they are given different options. So you don't just apply one, then you see which hospital you matched. Now, these days, there are so many medical students who don't match, okay? That is beyond this video. I'm not going to go beyond this video. Let's just stay with the basics. Let's stay with the basics. Let's assume you will match with a program, okay? Once you match with a program and it accepts you, you go there, and after your 4 years of medical school, you are going to step into another 4 years, okay? Some of them have complained because of the shortage of doctors. You know, they're like, why are we putting them through this rigorous program? So some programs have cut their residency programs into 3 years instead of 4, especially primary care. Now doctors can have only 3 years, okay? Even some are now cutting, instead of 8 they go to 6. But anyway, that's beyond this video. Once you go to that residency program, it's 4 years, whether it's dermatology, ophthalmology, or wherever you chose, okay? Once you finish that, now you will be licensed. You will be licensed to become a doctor in the United States, okay? But after graduation, of course, you get a medical degree, MD. So you can use that during internship. People will be calling you Dr. So-and-so because you finished your first 4 years of medicine, okay? But when you are doing residency, you are a resident doctor. Until you finish residency, then you become a full-blown doctor in the United States. If you are doing surgery, okay, urology, some of these very specialized courses, okay, most of the time you're going to spend more than 4 years. I don't know that part, okay? I'm not an expert in that part, but it takes them even longer, okay? It takes them even longer to do that resident program. That's what happens, okay? All right, now some people are like, okay, now I'm a foreigner. Okay, I'm a foreigner. What do I do? Let's come in now for us who did medicine outside, or for us who are outside the United States and we want to do this. Because some of us are young, we are still in our 20s, even 30s. Okay, you can still do this. You understand? I've told you in the previous videos, I worked with a doctor who went to medical school at 40. At 47, she was a psychiatrist. True story. My friend, I worked with her. I know that. Okay? So never say because it's too late, it's too late, it's too late. And never say, oh, because I didn't do biology, I didn't do biology. What is the community college there for? It's there to train you that biology you missed in high school. It's going to train you that chemistry. You have to have the will. You have to have the passion. That's what happens. Okay, that's what happens. So let's say you are out there, okay, and you come here as a student. First of all, consider doing biology, even as a student, maybe first degree. Just go through the same process on a student visa. On a student visa. And when you are doing that first degree, you are hoping that somehow you will get papers along the way. Okay, through H1B, through marriage, through military. But these days they don't admit students into the military anymore. But you know what I'm saying is, you have to get papers, because once you join the real medicine, you will need money. You will need money to pay for you that course, okay? But just know it's possible. Even if you didn't do well in high school, come here, start with a community college, go to university, do the pre-med, okay? Pre-med will prepare you either in biology, in physics, biochemistry, or any other first degree, and just follow the same process. Go at the beginning of this video. It's the same thing you will do when you reach here. The only difference is you will have to work out something with the immigration and have your papers straight, okay? All right, let's say you are a medical doctor. You are a medical doctor, and this one does not include OBGYNs. I've heard, okay? When you hear Janet saying I've heard, it means she has not done her research. This is naysay, okay? If you're OBGYN, that means you deliver babies. You help mothers to deliver babies. Probably you will not have an easy time in the United States. They like to use their own. They like to use those that have trained in America. You understand? Because that field has a lot of people being sued. The moment people hear that the mother lost her baby, oh my God, you can never win in court. Do you understand? So they are very, very strict when it comes to that, and the insurance rates for that doctor are very, very expensive. So insurance companies and everyone else will not want to risk to take a foreign doctor whom they are not sure about their training. Well, sorry, but me, I know where I come from. The doctors used to do a lot of surgeries. Personally, when I came here, I was already a midwife. I felt very competent. But did I deliver babies in America? No. It is what it is. But do I know that I could do episiotomies? I used to suture wounds. I was very practical. I used to do a lot of practical things at home. When I came here, they didn't help me. So you just have to do what the Romans do. Understand that if you are OBGYN, go and read more. Don't say, Janet said I can do it, okay? That is one field I have to tell you. Secondly, if you choose orthopedics, If you choose plastic surgery, you are just competing with the whole world, but you can be the best. Janet believes you can be the best. You can just compete with anyone. It doesn't matter you came from India, China, Bangladesh, South America, Europe, wherever you came, you're in the same pool. You understand? But just here to sensitize you that some residency programs are more competitive. Like surgery, emergency medicine, okay, or dermatology. Those are more competitive. Even ophthalmology, you know what I mean? But most foreign doctors go into something called internal medicine. That is real bedside, my friends. They do primary care, okay? They do pediatrics. They do psychiatry. If you want to match easily into a residency program as a foreign doctor, this is one of the pathways you need to take, okay? If you are foreign doctors, rewind this video. Rewind this section and listen to this again. So if you are a foreign doctor, how do I come to America? Usually there is a visa called J1 visa. J1 visa is what you use to get into a residency program. Okay? Once you finish that program, J1 visa has so many stipulations. It says you're supposed to go home for 2 years and come back again. Rewind this video. Rewind this video. It's a foreign doctor. J1 visa. Read about J1 visa. Okay? Now, thankfully, usually sometimes when they make these laws, they have some leeway or there are loopholes. Okay? So the law says under J1 visa, you can stay. You don't have to go back home and meet the residency requirements if you are working in a job that has a national waiver, okay? Or you are working with the government in the interest of the United States, then you don't have to go home. So many doctors use this. They use that, okay? And most of the time now, probably you want to do residency in a government hospital, all right? All right, rewind this. And remember, Janet is not an immigration attorney. Janet is not a lawyer. Janet is a blogger. This page is for a fun page for us who want opportunities and think outside the box. We are ready to do research. We are ready to read and know what the world knows, period. That's all I'm doing here today. You understand? So a foreign doctor, that is how you come. Or a foreign doctor, probably you want a green card. Okay? Or maybe as a foreign doctor, you married an American citizen. You understand? That is what you will do. When you come here, you will do an exam called USMLE. That is an exam for all foreign doctors. Once you do that exam and other stipulations like TOEFL and everything, which you can find on the medical board, the websites. Once you do that foreign exam, then you can also apply for residency. Remember when I told you about medical doctors? When medical doctors come to America, okay, when they finish the first degree, they have to match for residency. That is the time you meet with them. Okay? The medical doctors in the United States are doing their medical degree, right? 4 years. Before they graduate, they're going to apply for residency. And you as a foreign doctor, that is the time you will also apply for residency after passing your foreign exams. That is the time you will meet. You will meet in the residency program. When you graduate, all of you will get a medical degree. The only difference, you will be on J1 visa. But if you're lucky, probably you had a green card from your girlfriend, from your boyfriend, from other means. And then that is when you will all graduate as medical doctors, okay? All right, this has been a long video. When I do my videos, I'm thinking about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now. If you missed this video, this was very intense. It was very technical. It was mostly for people who are interested in medicine, okay? You're getting someone that is giving you first-hand information. If you're a medical doctor listening and you feel like contributing, you can go down in the discussion, fix where there were loopholes, fix where things were inadequate, tell us what you did, okay? But for the rest of you, okay, I know nurses who changed. They did anesthesia. Some of them, you're here. We have so many African doctors. We have so many, foreign doctors, China, India. It doesn't matter which country you come from, okay? All right. Thank you so much for listening. I love you. I'm going to look at 1 or 2 comments. Janet from Nigeria, I want to get myomectomy surgery in US, especially Washington, D.C. Same process. All right. From Nigeria, go watch this video from the beginning. You will not have to meet anyone. If you do what Janet has told you, you'll be a medical doctor. That one I can tell you. Because as a blogger, I've done my research and I'm giving you. Some of these are facts. It's just that I don't have the authority. It's because I'm not an expert. The other day you saw me talking about nursing. At the end of the video, what did you hear me say? I'm talking as an expert. Because I've done my master's in nursing, I'm doing my postgraduate. I have licenses to show that I'm a nurse. So I can easily say I'm an expert, okay? But in this video, I'm telling you I'm a blogger, okay? I know how to do research, and I know how to present information. I know how to bring these things when no one else is willing to do. You understand? All right, thank you so much. I wish you luck. I wish your children luck. For those who are wanting to do medicine, 10 years from now, come and tell us how you became medical doctors after watching this, okay? All right, someone else wants to do surgery. Same process. You do the same process, have your first degree, join medical school. When you're about to finish medical school, you will choose a residency program in surgery. Okay? And you will go there for 4 years or 5 years, whatever you do. I don't know. You go do that, then you'll be a full-fledged surgeon. You understand? A point of encouragement, because I talked about student loans. This one, I don't want to forget. This is very important. This is very important. Some of these courses, when you finish, although you took a lot of student debt, someone will pay for you. Someone will pay for you. Do you understand? Now, I highly doubt that people are coming to pay for you your student loans in plastic surgery because you already have good money, first of all. But secondly, every resident wanted to go into plastic surgery. So why would the government pay for you? Or why would an employer pay for you? I don't know. But if you went and served underserved populations, okay, in areas where doctors are not willing to live, this is very important. Let me not say most, a number of doctors want to work around the beach in big cities so they can raise families in certain communities because of prestige, because of all these factors. But you as a doctor, if you are willing to go and work in underserved population, in my opinion, is just as good as the big city, but for some people it's not. Most likely employers will pay you, okay? It's called loan repayment programs. They will pay back. They will help you pay these loans, okay? Just have that. Some of you go there saying, money, but I don't want student loans. Well, then you don't want medicine that bad. If this is your passion, don't go building roadblocks and giving excuses why you can't do it. That is not how things work. If you have a passion, you have to go for what you dream for. Okay? All right. Okay. All right. I hope I've covered everything in this video. Okay? Happy to see you, Wincy, as usual. Edith, everyone else. Donald. Thank you so much. I love you back, guys. Okay? Remember to keep the dream alive and have a strong desire to succeed. The desire will push you over the edge. The desire will make you the best. You stand, you fall, you stand, you fall, but you never give up, my friends, okay? Yesterday, if you missed my video, I said people have been going to the embassy. They've been getting visas. Congratulations, I'm happy. They are coming and reporting they got visas. But for those who did not, yesterday, I made a call to all of us to pray. We need to start praying for the big elephant in the room. The embassy is the most difficult situation here for us. We can do all the TOEFL. The schools are admitting us. Conferences we are getting. We are getting all these opportunities. But the embassy is the one that is stopping our dreams. You understand? So we have to pray. We have to pray. Pray and pray, because what else can we do? Someone has to give us that opportunity so that we can be like the rest of the world. Okay? If no one gives us this opportunity, then we'll have to do the best with what we have. That I know. Okay? This is just one of those ways. We have other ways to make us strong. I know that. But for now, we are starting with this. Let's pray for the embassy so that they can have mercy, so they can have empathy, so they can have compassion, and not just dismiss your case. At least have a look at your case and give you a fair shot. That's all we are asking. So we can pray. Let's pray and hope that we start seeing more success. So most of us will be here. Jared, thank you so much for your prayers. Lucy, thank you so much for encouraging us, okay? All right, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful week. Share, tag always. Janet Rangi on YouTube, here on Facebook. Subscribe. Make sure you follow. I love you so much. Betty, I want to hear about conferences. Okay, I've already done that. I know most people are new, and I'll keep on doing these videos over and over and over again, okay? All right. Okay, this one wants to do surgery. I pray for you, Amaka. I pray, Freda. I pray for you to do surgery, okay? All right. The spirit controls the physical. Good. Save Bass is saying that. Thank you so much. Okay, Chris is saying, love you, Janet, and I love you back, my friends. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following. Remember, like it. You can like this video. We'll highly appreciate. Continue liking, loving, sharing, following, all of those things, okay? All right, maybe you can go on YouTube. You choose to subscribe. Wait, subscribe. Wherever it's upside down. Subscribe. I love you for following, okay? All right. Donald is saying, are you now in the military? I've become colonel, okay? Colonel so-and-so. Colonel. All right. Okay, all right. Good job. Joyce said, good job. Yeah, that was a very difficult topic to handle. Susan, I forgot my bell. Next time I come with my bell so we can ring. Okay, lots of likes from Jose. Jose Meresa, did you know they call it, we used to say Jose. Here is Jose. We are Spanish, okay? We are Spanish. I love you back, my friends. Okay, Shairo, everyone. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I love you. Donald, yeah, I'm in the military. Okay, all right. Well, I'm not in the military, but today it looks like I'm dressed like one of those people, right? All right, Joanne. Joanne Chepkru, you are the last person. Yeah, but thank you. I love you back. Bye-bye. Harriet.